Today we are here with you in not a new topic that is related to your syllabus, that is BPSC 141. I think all of you are happy with our knowledgeable lectures that we are giving to you, and everybody is happy with all of the things that the concept we are covering is in a very simple and comfortable language. As you are aware about the language that in IGNOU syllabus, all of you getting easy and very simple language. So today we will think about that. Today is the day of Mook Badhir Divas. So all of you, I request to all of you that please make a very coordination and very sympathetic corner to all of that persons who are suffering for this Mook Badhir Divas, and we for preventing all type of these type of discrepancies, we have to be careful about the noise pollution. Starting with this, a new topic. Now we are here. That is the new topic. Is Champaran Satyagraha. As you are aware that we are going with the Gandhian thought that is related to all of their movements and satyagrahas. That is we have also covered many and many topics that is related to Gandhi. So this is a new topic, that is Champaran Satyagraha. As Satyagraha is totally related to Mahatma Gandhi, as it's a very important movement that has been done by Gandhiji. So related with this Champaran Satyagraha, we all of you, I invite all of you that please make a very important knowledge about this topic. So let's come to the topic. Idea of Satyagraha. As my dear students, that is the meaning. Also, I have given that Satyagraha, what is the meaning of Satyagraha, what has been remained the history of Satyagraha, and many topics and many moments has been given by the in terms of Satyagraha, that is Bardoli Satyagraha, Champaran Satyagraha, Kheda Satyagraha. So all of these topics are related to Satyagraha, and I think if I am not wrong, you are all are aware about the Satyagraha. What is the meaning? What is the main purpose of Satyagraha was of Gandhi? The idea of Satyagraha emphasized the power of truth and the need to search truth. As because of Satyagraha, what is the meaning of Satyagraha we are covering here? That is the power of truth and the need to search truth. That is Satyagraha. So we are approaching towards the Satya. So what is Satya? That is truth and need to search truth. If there is not, we can't search the truth. We have some weakness about that. So meaning of Satyagraha is to search the power of truth and to need a search of truth. So it is suggested that if the cause was true, if the struggle be against injustice, then physical force was not necessary to fight the oppressor. Here also has been given what is the if we are fighting for getting the Satyagraha, we want the Satya, we want the something that is related to Satya, and that is have a positive sense. So in that positive sense, there is no need of physical force. That is the main thing is there. You have to be kept in your mind that Satyagraha has a very powerful meaning, that there is no use of physical force if we have a positive reason, positive cause. So this is that idea of Satyagraha emphasized the power of truth and need to search the truth. It suggests that if the cause was true, if the struggle be against justice, then physical force was not necessary to fight the oppressor. That is the main meaning. And now we can say that Mahatma Gandhi believed Satyagraha that could unite all Indians. Mahatma Gandhi came back to India in 1915, as we have given many times this term that Mahatma Gandhi has come back in India 1915. He introduced this concept of Satyagraha in India. He organized several Satyagraha as like Champaran Satyagraha in 1916, Ahmedabad mill strike in 1918. So, what is the reason of getting such type of movements and starting such type of movements? What is the reason behind that? Because of simple is there. When Mahatma Gandhi has entered in India, he see that what is this? Is this our country? Is this India? What is happening here? Because they have seen the developed aspect, developed part of the other countries. He has visited the London and England. So is there is a very there is a very comparable study he has seen. So after seeing all of these prosperous lifestyle, they came back to India in 1915. He see that this is India, our agriculture stories, our peasant stories, our land laws stories, and everything. There is a struggle, and there is exploitation. So he, what he, a generous person will turn his lifestyle after seeing all type of problems. So they also turn. He introduced this concept of satyagraha in India. So they started the satyagraha that we will do, we have to do, and we will fight for the India. He organized several satyagraha. Because of many satyagrahas has been started by them. So these are the things that whenever they go, where they go, there is a story of exploitation. So everywhere they have make the movements. That is because they are in the favor of the persons, favor of Indian public. So if we see in Ahmedabad, if we see in that is Champaran, these type of all type of movements ready to move positions because of our public wants to do something and somebody can lead them. So they started for that. So these are the Champaran Satyagraha, Ahmedabad Mill Strike movement. These are related to the problems that has been running with dark exploitation. So this is Satyagraha. That is the meaning that why the Satyagraha has. What is the meaning of Satyagraha? No, this is some simple a term, but when it take in the form of the fighting against the exploitation for their persons, for their public, for their India. So that movement has taken a very big place. So this is all about idea of satyagraha. Principles of Champaran Satyagraha. What has been seen that what is the requirement of Champaran Satyagraha is there. Main focus on the principles, that is what they will do in according for the this Samparan Satyagraha, that is non-violence. There is a conditions related to Champaran Satyagraha that they will follow all of these things: non-violence, truth, non-stealing, chastity, but also subordination of other sensual desires, non-possession, not as same as poverty, body labor or bread labor, fearlessness, equal respect for all religions, freedom for untouchability, economic strategy as by God's Swadeshi, control of palate, faith in God. These are the principles that has been followed in Champaran Satyagraha because of they doesn't want to make a fight. They doesn't want to this movement as in a violent way. So these are the things should be keep in the remembering when this Champaran Satyagraha have to be started. What was at the time of Champaran movement? What was happening in Champaran? As we are going with the history, where is this Champaran? What was the reason there? What type of labor persons was there? What type of problems and positions of peasants there? This is will include in here. The Champaran region of Bihar province was a very rural area, overwhelmingly reliant and on agriculture. As that is true because our India is morely and morely based, agriculture based. Most of the population were illiterate, as is 95% at the according to that time, and the area was largely isolated from nationalism movement. because of this Champaran. This is the place in Bihar, and the most of the movement was taking the place in, as usual, in Delhi, as usual in Gujarat, as usual in Maharashtra. So, and we can say Punjab. So these are the reasons that this was a very isolated area. So no any movement, no any freedom strugglers, no any freedom fighters, and no fighting for the sake of getting the independence. There was no any sign there. Gandhiji was asked to travel there to investigate the grievances of workers on indigo plantation in December 1916. There is a main issue, that is indigo plantation. The European planters forced the peasants to grow indigo on of the total land area. Teen Kathiya system. We say is Teen Kathiya system. Peasants were also forced to sell their produce at the price fixed by the European. There is also thing that they forced to plant the indigo, to grow indigo. That is the in a total land area of Tinkathia system, and they also forced to peasants that they will produce their product in a fixed price that will be created by the Europeans. When the German synthetic dyes replaced indigo, the planters demanded for high rents and illegal dues from the peasants in order to maximize their profit. Because of the synthetic dyes has been replaced by indigo. So Indians also who are planting the indigo, as usual think their system, they demand the high rent, they demand the high amount, and illegal dues from the peasants in order to maximize them. And they also think that they should not do any illegal work, and they will not help them to making the maximizing their profit. So that is that Champaran is a isolated area in Bihar, and the Tinkhatiya system, that is growing plantation of indigo by the peasants of Champaran. That is they because the Europeans have to replace the indigo by the German synthetic dyes. So these are the things, these are the situation has been created, that Indian planters and Indian peasants has been utilizing. They are making the exploitation of Indian planters and peasants in order to maximizing the profit. And after, in this story, that what happened after Gandhiji's arrival, because of Gandhiji has got the news that something is happening, mishappening there related to peasants, so they have visited this area. So they think that that area should be visited because of the indigo plantation. Yeah, otherwise, indigo, to grow the indigo is not a good sign for the earth, because the earth, after producing the indigo, doesn't remain in a good earth. So this is the reason, because of indigo is not beneficiary for earth. So this is the reason that Gandhiji is making a arrival in Champaran. So now there is Gandhi paid on historic visit to Champaran on 10th April 1917. This is the date when they have reached there, 1917. His visit was opposed by British ruler. He stayed at the house of South Roth in Amolwa village with a team of eminent lawyers: Brij Kishore Prasad, Maulana Maharul Haq, Anurag Narayan Sinha, Babu Gaya Prasad Sinha, Rama Navami Prasad, and others. Because of they have visited this area with the eminent lawyers, because of because of they can see and they can give some suggestions, they can make some decisions related to the welfare of peasants. So this was the reason, because the team of eminent lawyers, these are the person, they have made this movement in a progressive movement, they have made this movement is a successful movement. So again, I am asking about, I am repeating the name of eminent lawyers, that is ब्रज किशोर प्रसाद, मौलाना मजहरुल हक, अनुराग नारायण सिन्हा, बाबू गया प्रसाद सिन्हा, Ramanavami Prasad, and others. He started the satyagraha a week later on 17th April 1917. Set up basic schools for to fight illiteracy, and generate awareness. What they have done for this, they have started the schools, because of there is a situation in the schools, the main education field, education awareness, if there should be given to the persons, that can be beneficiary to them, because of for this they have started the basic schools to fight illiteracy and generate awareness. Along with a team of lawyers, Gandhiji traveled across the district to get first-hand account of the suffering. They want to see all things that is related to Tinkathia system. So they want to see the sufferingness of the peasants. The statements was recorded under a formal system. Led cleanup of village, building of schools and hospitals, building confidence of the villagers by organizing detailed survey, encouraged villagers to end parda, untouchability and suppression of women. They also, that is the scene here, that if we see that to making the movement, to starting the movement related to main issues, they have also taken a eye, they have also they have also think about the issues that is related to illness of our culture, that is, if we can say this is end of parda, untouchability, that is the main part, untouchability. If we say that the Indian culture has a very bad sign, that is untouchability, and suppression of women, as usual there is the suppression of women is easy task for everybody. That was the time, and if we see this, these are the things that is encouraged villagers to end parda. What type of parda they have, they want to end this system, because of there is a time of making the starting, making the movement. So if we remain in the same position within a very needy and very we can say poor condition, so what will happen, we will not fight for our rights. So untouchability, there is a, because Gandhiji wants that there should be no any issue, there should be one issue, that is to get the freedom. If we remain engage in type of issues, that is parda, that is untouchability, that is suppression of women, what will happen? Our culture, our culture will not make a strong decision. We can't make a strong decision, because of one thing is there, when in a society, if a group is going to be exploited, we can say in all of the things, when a group, that is men, women, transgenders, and we can say animals, any type of, if all groups cannot got the freedom, cannot got the equal opportunities, the society will remain in a very little successness. So these are the things that Gandhiji has also given a very strong hammer on them, and they started to think about. They started that everybody think about on this aspect, that is untouchability and suppression of women also, because they think equality, similarity and equality should be for everybody, because God has given the birth to everybody in the same way. So no one is here to make a difference. Anybody have not got the right to make a indifference between all of these things. So this is the thing that they have also kept an eye on all these issues also. Gandhiji was joined by many young nationalists from all over India, including Jawaharlal Nehru, Rajendra Prasad, and many more. This is the time when Gandhiji is roaming, we can say, walking, we can say, and visiting all over the areas of India. And that times they what we were doing, they were collecting, they were discussing, they were telling all type of problems related to India's, that what they want, what should be there, schools and hospitals, and no any type of problem should remain in when they go anywhere. So they give the responsibility to all of the persons by their thinkings, by their views. Gandhiji was arrested by police on the charge of creating unrest and was ordered to leave the province. Thousands of people protested and railed outside the jail, police stations, and courts demanding his release. The landlords, with the guidance of British government, signed an agreement granting more compensation, control over farming, and cancellation of revenue hikes. During this agitation, the first time Gandhiji was called Bapu by Sant Raut and Mahatma. This is the time when Gandhiji has given this name, that is Bapu, by the Sant Maut, that is Mahatma. The Champaran Satyagraha movement was India's first civil disobedience movement. The committee made a report on 3rd October 1917. It ultimately proved the success of the movement. It recommended the abolition of Tinkatia system and gave freedom to peasants to grow whatever crop they choose. As a result, 25% of the illegal dues extracted by the planters was returned to the farmers as a compromise. What, what has been happened after that? Champaran Satyagraha has gone success. Committee made the report, that is 3rd October 1917. This was a very fasting working because March, April they have started this issue and they have got the result in 3rd October 1917. And the success of the movement, what they have recommended, that Tinkhatiya system and abolition of Tinkhatiya system, and gave freedom to the peasant to grow whatever crop they want. And illegal dues extracted by the planters was returned to farmers as a compromise. Gandhiji's first civil disobedience movement was the Champaran Satyagraha. In the liberation struggle, Gandhiji traveled to Champaran, Bihar after being persuaded by Rajkumar Shukla, an indigo farmer, to explore the plight of farmers there. Europeans compelled cultivators in the Champaran district of Bihar to grow indigo as a blue dye, which caused them tremendous agony. They couldn't cultivate the food they needed, and their indigo payments were insufficient. What will happen before the success of this movement? That the farmers cannot cultivate the food what they needed, and their need remain the same because they can't grow the food and anything on their lands. And indigo payments which they grow in the suppression by the pressure by the demand of the Europeans, that was not insufficient. The situation has been created very worse by the Europeans. So this is the moment that Gandhiji Champaran movement has become very important for making a decision. So this Champaran Bihar. This is the person that has been persuaded by Rajkumar Shukla. That is also an indigo farmer. There is another hand. There is peasants movement also can be seen. That is Champaran. In Champaran, that is 1917. Peasants movement Kheda. There is a particular Kheda place is there, that is 1918. A peasants movements had been started. As because we have also discussed that there is a very big issues, problems, and exploitation can be seen of the peasants. So there is a very important effort has been covered up by the Gandhiji, that is in Kheda, that is in Champaran also. Mill workers movement Ahmedabad. This is also a reason that in Ahmedabad in 1918, the mill workers, because the Europeans and their production and their more and more productive nature, to make the more production nature has make the mill workers of the Ahmedabad movement, this movement alive. All these movements met with massive success because of I have also said to you that these movement has a particular reason, and all over the factors are covering by these movements, as they Gandhiji is pressurizing to remove the Tinkhatiya system, the untouchability, to suppression of women, for making the progressive amount to grow in to the peasants in their lands. So what was happening, that everywhere where the massive success has been got, the team of the Mahatma Gandhi has got the positive vibrations, positive attitude. So after this, ultimately improving the socio-economic condition of India. This is indirectly has been happening. In 1918, the government passed an act of the welfare of Champaran tenants. During the Kheda Satyagraha, Gandhiji asked people not to pay taxes, and the government had to bow. The payments of taxes were deferred for the next year because of the failure of crops. The movement also helped milk workers of Ahmedabad get their pay raised. This is the story of that Ahmedabad mill workers. If we see the behind the scene, that what was the reasons that this Champaran Satyagraha has taken place. The tin kathia was the most common method of indigo cultivation in Champaran. In this case, the Roit was required to cultivate 3 kathas of indigo, each bigha of his land, or third by 20th of his total land holding. 1 bigha is equal to 20 kathas. There was no legal basis for it. It was carried out primarily at the request of the owners of the indigo factories, planters. Furthermore, after 1900, the indigo industries in Bihar began to deteriorate because of competition from European synthetic indigo. The planters began cancelling their indigo growing contrast with the rights to avoid losing money. They demanded a divan or damages of up to rupees 100 per bigha to relieve them from this obligation. If the Royals could not pay in cash, they were given hand notes and mortgage bonds with a 12% annual interest rate. This was the reason. There is, we can say that the reason of Champaran Satyagraha was totally depend on about that the peasants and the farmers has gone through with a very total exploitation by the Europeans for making the grow of indigo. So these are the stories that they want about this amount, and the Europeans are not happy with the amount, and they want that they grow more and more in the indigo, but this was not good for the earth and for the welfare of the farmers of Champaran. So these are the issues that has been taken the place. The government subsequently appointed a commission to investigate the cultivators' claims. Gandhiji accepted to serve on the committee after being asked. As usual, because government appointed a commission to make the claim, cultivators' claim. As a result, the Champaran agrarian bill was passed with a few months. The cultivators and the land tenants were greatly relieved here, as we can say, because the cultivator and land tenants, because the committee has been decided, the commission has been decided to investigate the cultivator's claim. As they seen, we can say the Champaran agrarian bill was passed because this movement has made this sign a sense of urgency that if the peasants will not grow accordingly any product for the Europeans will be counted in a very loss. So they doesn't want to give the loss, and they want that everything should remain in a peaceful manner because they want to exploit the Indians more and more and more time. So they doesn't want to lose that. For that, they have appointed a commission to investigate the cultivators' claim. They give the bill. The Champaran agrarian bill was all passed, and they have all got the relief for that. In March, now we are discussing about the Rolect Act, that is 1919. In March 1919, the Rolect Act, also known as the Anarchical and Regulationary Crimes Act of 1919. If we see that in Indian perspective, what we came to know that at the timings of when Gandhiji has returned to India, there is no any peacefulness, no any equal opportunities. Nothing was good in Indian scenario because when a country become a slave, we can say, otherwise colony, to and they make the command upon us. So that is not a good condition. So there everywhere there is a little and some new issues can be created because everywhere there is a injustice, we can say. March 1919, the Rolect Act, also known as the Anarchical and Revolutionary Crimes Act of 1919, that was approved. Within this bill, the Imperial Legislative Council gave the British government the authority to arrest anyone accused for terrorism. It also authorized Britishers to detain people for up to 2 years without trial. In addition, the police have been permitted to search any location without a warrant. In April 1919, Gandhiji launched a nationwide Satyagraha movement against the act. It received a massive response with people already suffering from poor socio-economic conditions coming out in support all across the country. Because of there is also written here that the Indian people already suffering for poor socio-economic conditions. When they see that we have already burdened and they are also giving burden more and more, so they have come out in support all across the country. What has happened besides this? That is Anarchical and Revolutionary Crimes Act, that is Rolect Act. That is already in 1919 that was approved by the Imperial Legislative Council of the British government. What they have done, they can arrest anyone accused of terrorism. It also authorized Britishers to detain people for search any location without a warrant. That is also a very illegal task. In April 1999, because they have made the law and terms and we can say any type of legal supremacy that is not counted in a legal illegal. They have make according to their in favor of them. Gandhiji launched a nationwide Satyagraha movement against the act, and it received a massive response because of everybody is suffering. So what they start to do? They start to do the coordination to Gandhiji. Now again is issue that is Khilafat issue. We can say 1919 to 1925. While incidents like the Jallianwala Bagh massacre ignited the spirit of nationalism among the nation, among Indians, Satyagraha movements were still limited to big cities and towns. Gandhiji realized the need for a more broad-based movement pan-India. He was convinced that if it could be possible if Hindus and Muslims united a common platform. That is also because India is a multi-dimensional, multi-united country. So this is the thing that what they think that Hindu and Muslims should be united and they have to stood on a common platform. By this, what will happen? That both of the religions, that is also because the Jallianwala Bagh mm, massacre has been seen, and everybody has a very aggressiveness for getting the revenge. So this is the time that Khilafat issue. The Gandhiji united the Hindu and Muslims for a on a common platform, and all of these time this is the movement has everywhere the movement is taking very burning position. The government agreed to dismantle the Tin Khatia system after Gandhiji led non-violent rallies against the landlords and plantations. As compensation, the peasants received a portion of their money. Gandhiji's first Satyagraha experiment was Champaran Satyagraha struggle. The Ahmedabad mill strike and the Kheda Satyagraha. The people gave Gandhiji the label Bapu. After getting the success, all type of these, we can say struggle, we can say revolutions. Gandhiji has got a name that was Bapu because what was happening there, the Bapu word is not a very, we can say, common word. This is the word that gives the come out with the heart. So everybody is saying Gandhiji, Bapu because of they have seen their sufferings. They have given relief from their sufferings. So a Bapu and a father can do only this. So that is the reason the Gandhiji have got this label Bapu. And all of these movements has given the sense that we can do something, we can get us freedom. That is the thing that also I have given that Satyagraha, truth and non-violence. This the story about the truth and non-violence is carrying on by the Gandhiji and the followers. The idea of Satyagraha emphasized that if the course is true, if the struggle is against injustice, then physical force was not necessary to fight the oppressors. I have already told about this. This is the thing that what Gandhiji wants to give in the principles for Satyagraha. Gandhiji envisioned Satyagraha as not only a tactic to be used in acute political struggle, but as a universal solvent for injustice and harm. If we say that Gandhiji at that time has given all type of satyagraha aspect, and they have given that they will after getting solution, after getting success, that everything will be okay. No, but this satyagraha has a sense of universality because of that Gandhiji has, this is not a tact, and this is not a that we should be used in a political struggle and political timings, but this is a universal solvent for injustice and harm. We find that it was equally applicable to large scale political struggle and to one interpersonal conflicts, and that it should be taught to everyone. As usually we are also seeing And we also kept in mind always that ahimsa paramo dharma. Why we see this? Because of this is the way that we can got a very important place, that is justice, that after that we can get the justice. He founded the Sabarmati ashram to teach satyagraha. He asked satyagrahis to follow the following principles, that is yoga sutra: non-violence, ahimsa, truth. This includes honesty but goes beyond it, mean living fully in accord with and in devotion to that which is true, not stealing chastity, brahmacharya. This includes sexual chastity, but also the subordination of other sensual desires to the primary devotion of truth. Satyagraha is not the physical force. A satyagrahi does not inflict pain on adversary. In the use of satyagraha, there is no ill will whatsoever. Satyagraha is pure soul, force and truth is the very substance of soul. That is why the force is called satyagraha. As we have seen here, that satyagraha is not a physical force. Satyagraha does not inflict pain on adversary. In the use of satyagraha, there is no ill will whatsoever. If we say that satyagraha is a pure soul force and truth is the very substance of the soul, that is why force is called satyagraha. Now there is also a thing can be seen that Champaran is restrict in present Bihar. Gandhiji started his political career from well-known satyagraha in Champaran, that is 1916, and was successful in proving his idea of truth and non-violence. In Champaran, peasants were forced to grow indigo in one-third of their cultivatable land. They were paid less and the value given to the yield was less. The wages paid to laborers were extremely low and entirely inadequate. They were forced to labor hard and were severely punished for misconduct. This is the all of the story that has been given about the Champan, and you can see easily that what in real has been remained. What is the pain can be seen in that they have to grow the indigo, the one-third of their cultivatable land. They have paid less, and the value given to the yield was less. The wages paid to labor were extremely low and entirely inadequate. And after, if the labor after making the hard labor, they were forced to make the hard labor also, and when there is some misconduct can be seen, they were many and many times punished. So that is very miserable conditions of the farmers of Champaran. Shri Rajkumar Shukla, an indigo cultivator of the district, having heard about the non-cooperation movement, had met Gandhiji and praised him about the miserable plight of indigo cultivators in Champaran district. Now we can say that is the starting of Shri Rajkumar Shukla, because in a story now we have came to know that they have met with Gandhiji for getting the relief for the indigo cultivators in Champaran district, because he has that is Rajkumar Shukla has got the news about that non-cooperation movement and all type of movement that Gandhiji has taken the success, and they also appraised many Indian persons, because everything is for whom they were fighting, that was Indian public. So This is the reason Rajkumar Shukla has a very good faith in Mahatma Gandhi, and they have reached to Champaran. They have reached to met with the Gandhiji. He persuaded him to visit the district. He means Rajkumar Shukla, given the invitation that you should visit the district. At almost the same time, the Indian National Congress in December 1916 passed at Lucknow a resolution requesting the government to appoint a committee of both official and non-officials to inquire into the trouble facing the industry. This is if Rajkumar Shukla will not met to the Gandhiji and he will not tell about the indigo cultivators issue and problems. Gandhiji has got now the name, so they have started in 1916. They passed at Lucknow a resolution and they requested the government to appoint a committee, and they want that the non-official and official both side of parties should be there to hear about the problem. That is that the work has been done by the Gandhiji and Sri Rajkumar Shukla. Gandhiji paid an historic visit to Champaran. His visit was opposed by British rulers. That is a scene also that that the British rulers doesn't want to visit that the Gandhiji visit the Champaran, because after visiting there, Gandhiji will get to know everything about what they are doing, the exploitation related to indigo cultivation and farmers. That is the reason that they have opposed to Gandhiji in entering of Champaran. An order asking him to leave Champaran was served upon him as soon as they arrived at Motihari. Gandhiji defied in order to the several prominent persons who reeled around him. Mentions may be made of Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Mahadev Desai, Anurag Narayan Singh, Rajkishore Prasad, Ram Navani Prasad, and Dharanidhar Prasad. After considerable struggle, the government was compelled to lift the ban on Gandhiji's stay here. For the first time on Indian soil, Satyagraha non-violence was successfully put to the test. This is the time, as I have also uh, tell here, that Gandhiji paid an historic visit to Champaran because that was his first time, and many eminent persons has been railed around him. That is, I have already tell the name, because of British rulers doesn't want that Gandhiji stay in Champaran and Motihari. After considerable struggle for the government was compelled to lift the ban. They have make the ban upon the Gandhiji that Gandhiji cannot stay in Motihari. So that was the reason that they lift the ban upon Gandhiji that they can stay in Motihari. For the first time on an Indian soil, Satyagraha non-violence was successful put to the rest. And this was the time then when Gandhiji has got the success in this Champaran Satyagraha, and that was the time that Indian soil, this type of Satyagraha, got the some success, and this type of Champaran by the effort of Sri Rajkumar Shukla, by the efforts of Anurag Narayan Singh, Rajkishore Prasad, Ram Navami Prasad, and Dharanidhar Prasad. These are the efforts. These are the efforts has got success. Has got success by the Gandhiji. Eventually, a committee of inquiry was appointed by the government under the chairmanship of Frank Shah. Gandhiji was also made one of the members of the committees. On the basis of valued recommendations of the committee, the Champaran Agrarian Law, that is Bihar and Odisha Act of 1918 was passed. Because of that is Bihar and Odisha. There is a very, we can say there is no, and there is the area that's full of poverty, and there was no any type of production, no any type of, we can say, development, education. Many and many rivers are there, so many times the Bihar and this type of Odisha remains in the floods. So when the crops has been come into the end, the floods came and starting to ruin all of the effort. So this is the time, this is the act of 1918 was passed in favor of Bihar and Odisha. Committee that is who has remained the chairmanship of this committee, that is Frank Shaw. They and Gandhiji also remained a member of the committee. And after getting the valued recommendation of the committee, the Champaran Agrarian Law has been passed in 1918 in the favor of Bihar and Odisha. More satyagrahas. Next in the line was Ahmedabad mill workers strike. Outcome of this satyagraha was 35% increase in the wages of the worker. This was followed by the Kheda Satyagraha in Gujarat. Here some consideration was given to the peasants during the natural calamities like famine, flood. Because of, as we have seen that Ahmedabad mill workers strike, there is also a movement can be seen now here. Outcome of this satyagraha was 35% increases in the wages of worker. This was followed by the Khedar Satyagraha in Gujarat. Here some consideration was given to the peasants during the natural calamities like famine, flood. Because if we see that flood and this type of problems can be arise anytime. So for this, the wages of workers can be seen after getting the success in this satyagraha, 35% increasement in the wages of workers. So now that's all with this, all of these that we have discussed about the satyagraha. And now we are repeating again with all of some glimpses that this is what was the Champaran Satyagraha. I think all of you have got more and more uh, some ideas about this. What was this Satyagraha? Who was Rajkumar Shukla? When Gandhiji had returned to India? Why they started this Satyagraha in Champaran or Kheda Satyagraha? This is all related to the it's one sense that they want to serve the India. They can't see the problems and the brutal condition of that the Britishers and Europeans has given the pain to Indians. This is the main reason is there. As I have told you that Mahatma Gandhi wants to, they have returned to India and they have visited the Champaran in 1916. They want that principle of Champaran. We say that not in the Champaran Satyagraha. This is all type of Satyagraha's principle is there, that non-violence, truth, non-stealing, and body labor or brad labor, fearlessness, equal respect for all religions, freedom for untouchability, economic strategy as boycotts, Swadeshi, control of palate and fleeting mode. These are the types that principles of every satyagrahi has to follow all of these principles. What was happening in Champaran? The Champaran region of Bihar province was a very rural area. As I will tell that this is the area that very rural area and no any. It is also isolated from the national movement because Gandhiji has taken brief introduction about the all of the area of India, what is happening here and there. After getting the knowledge about the Champaran, They start they think about to visit this area, and they want to see the Tinkathia system. And because of the German synthetic dyes replace indigo, so they want planters demanded for high rents and illegal dues from the peasants in order to maximize. Gandhiji paid an historical visit, and this is the reason when Gandhiji was making the start of these type of movements, the young nationalist all over India, that is Jawaharlal Nehru, Rajendra Prasad, also remained with them, and they started Gandhiji. Sant Raut has given the name to Mahatma Gandhi, the Mahatma. This is the first civil disobedience movement. This is Samparan Satyagraha, when the committee made report on 3rd October 1917. And they abolished the Tinkhariya system and gave freedom to the peasants to grow whatever crop they want. And after that, the farmers got a very compromise that has got the planters. Gandhiji first disobedience movement, this, as we have said, there is three type of satyagrahas and movement. We can say peasants movement, Champaran, that is peasant movements Kheda, so 1980, and mill workers movement Ahmedabad. All these movements met with massive success, ultimately improving the social and economic condition of India. In 1918, the government passed an act for the welfare of Champaran teenagers. During the Kheda Satyagraha, Gandhiji asked people not to pay taxes, and the government had to bow. The payment of taxes were deferred for the next year because of the failure of crops. The movement also had mill workers from the get their raised. Reasons for of Champaran Satyagraha, that is also tell that indigo factories there, they began to start. They want that the European synthetic indigo should be grow by the Indians, and but Indian demanded a damage of up to rupees 100 per biga. Government subsequently appointed a commission to investigate the cultivators' claims. Gandhiji accepted to serve on the committee after being asked. As a result, the Champaran Agreement Bill was passed within a few months. The cultivators and land tenants were greatly relieved. There is also an issue can be seen here, that is Khilafat issue. That is because of Jallianwala Bagh has has taken place, so there is more and more movements has been started. So for getting the united sense of religions, the Gandhiji give a sense of that Hindu and Muslim should stood on a common platform. For this, Gandhiji has started this Khilafat issue. The government agreed to dismantle the Tin Kathia system. This is also I have tell to you. This Satyagraha, what is the main idea behind that is non-violence, and we have not to make the physical force for getting justice. So for this now we can say this is the Champaran Satyagraha, and all of things has been given in knowledge about you. For today, thanking you, and please take care of yourself.